Looks like players are still resolving mulligans. Maybe. Oh no, they're underway. Mishra's Bauble to start the game for Dave. Looking at the top card, which we unfortunately did not get to see. Island Ponder. As we're getting started, I want to say thank you to a few of our YouTube members: Matt Lewis, Paul Prantia, Drake One, and oops. Oh man, I just messed this up. Steven Van de Zanda. I hope I pronounce everyone's names and usernames correctly. Thank you all for becoming YouTube members. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the join button, become a member, get access to all kinds of awesome perks, and I will thank you as well. I will thank you, which is the most exciting part of the whole deal. And a few shouts out: Teresa Callahan, John Rowe, Ruckus Wrath, Kyle Horchin, Mark Malayu, Philip Nguyen, Monka are all 1 year now, 1 year YouTube members. And a super duper shout out to Bob Patterson Jr., also a 1 year member at the rare tier, which has made Bob Patterson Jr. a pillar of the 90s MTG community. Thank you to all of our YouTube members. Slam that join button. All right. That's enough about that. Let's try our audio here.
Drop.
Okay. Keith Masterflex says Bob is the homie. I agree. All right. Twitch chat is talking about which way we should be tapping. The correct answer is to the right, everybody. Let's not get too silly here. Moderators, be on standby. We do hand out bans for incorrect opinions.
Where are we?
This is my
Aquinas says, I played this match last night at my LGS. I'm assuming they mean Blue-Red Delver versus Green-White Depths. My Delver opponent brought in Waterfront Bouncer from the sideboard.
Sure.
What? Waterfront Bouncer is a throwback.
Okay.
Tell your opponent I said, what's up? Maybe we'll be friends. Metnick says you should always tap lands different ways to tilt your opponents. That's a take. That's a take.
How many cards?
Brainstorm resolving here. There's an endurance on the board for Francesco. Captivating stuff that we're watching right now, waiting for Dave Kaplan to resolve this brainstorm. The people are on the edges of their seats to see what happens next. Mind-blowing stuff happening. Days on endurance. Oh, okay. So the endurance was still in the stack. My mistake. Keith Master Flex says, why not Fading Hope if you want to play that effect for cheap? That's the one that scries, right? I think that's in my historic deck. But yeah, Waterfront Bouncer to be able to repeat is kind of nice. If Dave Kaplan, I haven't watched this match yet, but if Dave Kaplan slams a Waterfront Bouncer, I don't know what that means, but it probably means Aquinas has some kind of like the three-eyed raven in Game of Thrones or something.
Yeah, probably the best player. He's excited a lot.
What do you call that superpower again? Do we have any D&D people here?
Puts the ball in play.
Baseline.
68% favorite for Green-White Depths, says Twitch chat. Over 7,000 channel points are on the line right now.
Your turn.
Okay. First,
No, one player
crack
got
this.
traded.
Drop.
Omniscience. Yeah, that's right. What's up, Minifer? Yeah, I think it's Omniscience. All right, Swords to Plowshares on the Murktide puts Dave up to 26. The life counter is a little bit blown out in the bottom. But we will manage everybody. Everybody just chill. We're okay. We can read 26 to 7.
Like, he also like had like, all sorts of like.
Attacking with insectile aberration, putting Francesco down to 4. There is a dark depths with no ice counters on the board. Keith Masterflex says if Dave plays Bouncer, see an immediate buyout using 90s MTG TCG player affiliate link. That's a great point. And reminder, everybody, click down below, bookmark in your browser our TCG player affiliate link. Save it for later. Winant, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Minifer says, when are your NYC weeklies? I might be visiting next month, and it'd be fun to see y'all. So Monday evenings at Game Storia in Queens. We also have monthly tournaments once a month on Saturdays. And if you're looking for that competitive REL experience and you're in town, hit me up, and I'll let you know when to come through. All right. Let's see what happens with this Knight of the Reliquary. So we see a Daze floating a blue, and it's countered. Okay. Bolt you, and that's game.
My kid.
Okay.
Go.
Dryad Arbor pass for Francesco. It's a little tricky. Dragon's Rage Channeler to start the game for Dave Kaplan. And a Plains found off the Windswept Heath for Francesco. Prismatic Ending on Dragon's Rage Channeler.
Oh. Yeah, sure.
Your turn.
Okay, a little bit of confusion about which spell it was. Dave reached to increase the life total, but it was a Prismatic Ending. Back to Kaplan now. Thinking about the turn 2 play.
Dang, I just scooped. 18. Well, I did that.
New followers and BitSkull in the bottom right of your screen for the month of June. Happy June, everybody. If you're watching this later on YouTube, it's probably June 15th by now. There's quite a delay in the YouTube video on demand version of 90s MTG, but also in the bottom right you'll see a sub goal. That's for Twitch subs. And a reminder, if you have Amazon Prime, you have 1 free Twitch sub per month. You can bump that bar a little bit further for free if you have Amazon Prime. All right, so Wasteland on Volcanic, and now Dave Kaplan. Okay, so Dave Kaplan just has enough lands, despite several of them getting blown up here. Gamer Champ, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Minifer says, I have plenty of decks. It's mostly that I'll be visiting with my wife, and I don't think she'll take kindly to playing Magic all evening instead of doing NYC tourism thing that we're there for. That makes sense. That makes sense to me. However, Magic the Gathering is the most important thing that you can possibly choose to do while you're here in New York. So just consider that. Just something to consider.
Katsuga.
Yeah. Card demands?
15.
5.
Go.
Triggered over.
Pete Sheep, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Yeah, we do have a lot of Delver at our shop. We do get a nice variety, though. I'm not going to sit here and act like, yeah, it's just like Delver Mirrors all night, because it's really not. But Gamer Champ says, you guys ever do 93, 94 events? We have not. We have not. Several of the players, like Dave Kaplan, we're watching right now, dabble in the 93, 94 formats, but I personally don't.
I've been looking at this card, going like, there's gotta be something.
12 Problem says, essentially one player at my LGS built up our entire legacy scene. He kept convincing more people to come and borrow decks, which led them to building their own as well. We get 20 people on a good night now. That's awesome. I'm really happy to hear that. And I talked about, not to rehash the whole same exact conversation all over again, but I talked about this on, I think, last week or the week before's live stream. We need to acknowledge, thank, and praise the people that do exactly what 12 Problems is describing. Building up a community is a lot of work, and the people that help foster a local scene are they're just precious people, really. I mean, what can I really say? Buy 'em a coffee or something. Gamer Champ says, just asked because of the stream name. Yeah, and
Yes.
the username 90s MTG leads a lot of people to believe that this channel is about old school and pre-modern and stuff like that, which it partially is, because I was around in the early days of Magic, but it's really just because I started playing in the 90s and I cherish memories of me playing in the 90s more than anything. Goblin Lackey 1 is here, everybody. Goblin Lackey 1 is here. What's up, Goblin Lackey?
How many? Okay. So it's 5-5. Okay.
It's only enchantments. I think it stands still in 2D, but that's it.
Draw.
Oh, the thing that turns things into clues. Oh, actually, you know what? It's hard.
All right, here's Knight of the Reliquary. This time it can't get dazed. Let's see if Dave Kaplan has a reaction to it. Nope. It'll resolve this time. 7 power in the air is a lot, though. Let's see if Francesco has removal, finally. Going to attacks. Francesco down to 4 now. No blocks. Dave plays another Wasteland, which is good. Against the Dark Depths combo, of course. There is a stage on Francesco's side, but time is running out.
Oh, petty theft.
Screw it. Put it. You're gonna waste it. Stand still.
There's a petty theft. There's an adventure token. Look at that. Did you see that, everybody? If you're watching this later, rewind it and watch it again. That was beautiful. Beautiful. Nicely done. One of the best moments we've seen on stream in a long time. Wow.